It's just another response to the West Ada School District after that poster controversy where they told the teacher to take down the "Everyone is Welcome Here" poster. We had the walkout, then we had the chalk walk where you can see some chalk on the sidewalk beside me, and now we have some students behind me writing some letters to the district as well, telling them what they want to see changed in that policy. We just had such a fun time at the first day of the McCall Winter Carnival. There was activities for all ages, but I actually got to hang out with some of the younger carnival goers. They brought such a smile to my face, and with the help of McCall Fire, they brought warmth and light to the city, walking through the city streets for the Torchlight Parade, and they brought the fire to these bonfires that are keeping us warm right now. I have more from the Children's Torchlight Parade. We start the day with some breaking news out of Meridian. Shots were fired in front of the Mecca Gym around 7:19 this morning after an individual pulled out a collapsible baton and then a handgun and started firing, where commissioners could decide whether more than 2,000-acre solar farm proposal will move forward. This is a story I've been following for weeks, and I've spoken to neighbors in Ada and Canyon County as the site spans both counties. Many neighbors are wildly opposed to this proposal, saying it threatens Idaho's rural farmland. A winter wonderland here at Camelback Park in the north end. We got a little bit of snow coming down. It's been coming down all morning here, giving these kids some fresh powder. We're going to have more from those students and the parents tonight at 10 as we continue our coverage. If you'd like to learn more about what the district has been responding during the last couple weeks, you can check out our coverage on idahonews6.com as well for their side. We are some of the first people that are going to be on the court right now for the weekend. Of course, they use this court every year for the Big Sky basketball tournament, Starch Madness as they are calling it. But we just hopped on because the team that's been working tirelessly throughout the night, it's been hours of preparation to convert the hockey ice to the basketball court. Welcome to Idaho News 6. I'm your neighborhood reporter, Allie Triepke, and we begin tonight with an update to the flooding in Malheur County, Oregon. A story we've been following closely all day for you, starting with live updates in our 11 a.m. newscast. And at 5 p.m., neighborhood reporter Riley Shoemaker showed us some of what residents are dealing with in Eastern Oregon. And she rejoins us now live from our crew in Ontario to kick off team coverage at 6. Hey, Riley. I'm Allie Triepke, and if you were just sticking with us on ABC, you saw Alabama beat LSU, and if you're watching the Boise State game, you saw our Broncos hold off the Nevada Wolfpack 28-21. A very close game. Ashton Genty with 3 of those 4 touchdowns. We're going to go ahead and check out some of our current temperatures. There is our Grove Tower camera right here, 41 degrees with 60% humidity. We do have some moisture rolling into the Treasure Valley. We'll talk about that soon. Dawn, I know you said it was a party and there was lots of energy down in Arizona. It is right here in Boise as well. Take a look at the Riverside Watch Party, Riverside Hotel. I'm hanging out with dozens of fans right now. Really good energy as we wait for the game to start. Now, down in Arizona, there are also some very special student groups that are also hoping to bring that Boise energy to Arizona. I chatted with the Cheer Squad, Spirit Squad, and the Blue Thunder Marching Band right before they left for Arizona. Check it out. It wouldn't be Boise State game day without the Spirit Squad, the Blue Thunder Marching Band, and of course, Bronco fans in the stands.
We get a really special opportunity to make music for the actual, that people hear and that people remember after the game. Get everyone amped up, or the national anthem, things like that really unite everyone in the crowd.
Members of Boise State's Blue Thunder Marching Band have been tuning up and getting ready to make this year's Fiesta Bowl game one to remember.
It means the world to us, just knowing that we're there for them and they support us.
There's no place like home, especially when it comes to Albertson Stadium's iconic blue turf. So with this game being hundreds of miles away,
how important is it at a neutral site like this to bring the hype and the blue chaos to Arizona?
So we have such a unique stadium, I feel like, an atmosphere game day. And so with this giant game and this giant stadium, it's so important because it makes our team feel more at home.
Cheer captain Taylor Smith is usually just one of few cheerleaders of the Spirit Squad that gets to travel to away games. But for the Fiesta Bowl, 24 team members will be out on the field in full force.
I'm super excited.
Being on the sidelines in Arizona will be a full circle moment for Spirit Squad head coach and cheer alumni Kelsey Messer, as her students will put on the same uniform she wore 10 years ago.
But we got them like specifically for the Fiesta Bowl, so we're gonna wear the same ones this game to keep like the tradition alive since we won last time.
So another cool thing about the Spirit Squad is they're also preparing for their national championship competition coming up in January. And Dawn, before we toss it back to you, we have a very special cheer to send all the way to our Broncos down in Arizona. All right, ready for this?
Yes. Stay. Are we supposed to talk about? Stay.
So fun here. They just wrapped up the anniversary concert. Philip Phillips was singing here. I did hear a song that I do love, and I would love to jump in the pool, but right now we are doing our live hit by the wave pool here at Roaring Springs. Hundreds of people were just inside the wave pool enjoying that acoustic anniversary concert, and now you can see quite a line has started to meet the artist. He's coming out in just a little bit, but that's where everyone went. As soon as the concert wrapped up, they went to the line to meet the artist there. So like I mentioned, Roaring Springs is celebrating 25 years of making memories with family and the fun in the sun. And I'm a little biased because I was born in 1999, so I think it's also a great year to turn 25. And of course, no celebration is complete without birthday cake, beach balls, and of course the sunshine here in Meridian as Roaring Springs rings in 25 years. They also tell me that since they opened in June of 1999, they have welcomed almost 6 million visitors to the parks.
And now, kids who came here and spent their summers at Roaring Springs are parents who are now bringing their kids to Roaring Springs.
I just remember it being really, like, it felt like it was a big city finally because we had a water park.
Because this is my 7th time so far. This is my 3rd time.
Well, as you just heard there from my sweet cousins, they love coming here. It's a great place to cool off during the summer. It's just been a place where generations have passed down that fun over the years. And Roaring Springs tells me that they have a lot planned ahead for the next 25 years as well. Reporting live from the wave pool at Roaring Springs. And lots of eyes were on Ahmed Hassanin today at Boise State's Pro Day. I'm your neighborhood reporter, Allie Triepke, checking in with the defensive lineman as he chose to participate in several of today's drills, even after attending last month's NFL Combine. It was here in this parking lot in January 2023 that a Kuna man says he was surrounded by police officers, put in handcuffs, and then arrested after looking into a parked patrol car. I'm your neighborhood reporter, Allie Triepke, here in Kuna, and I first introduced you to Mick Haycola when he filed that lawsuit against Ada County Sheriff's Office and several deputies. Now, a settlement being reached, and the agency is now being required to have some new training in using this case as an example of what not to do. Despite overwhelming input against it, ACHD says they plan to put a roundabout in this Kuna intersection. I'm your neighborhood reporter, Allie Triepke, here at the corner of 10 Mile and Deer Flat Road, and I spoke with ACHD on why they feel this is the best option and a neighbor who disagrees. Well, it's official. Boise State football will face off against Penn State in the Fiesta Bowl on Tuesday, December 31st. In a first-round matchup against the SMU Mustangs, the 6th seed Penn State Nittany Lions outscoring their Texas opponents by 28 points for a final score of 38-10. Well, we are just days away from the tip-off of Starch Madness. It's the Big Sky basketball tournament that's going to decide what team will play and represent the Big Sky Conference in the NCAA's March Madness. Your Boise State Broncos with a solid 34-18 win over Oregon State to round out their regular season. I'm your neighborhood reporter, Allie Triepke, and I was on the blue capturing the highlights. Coach Danielson says he's proud of the team, but there's still some plays to clean up ahead of next week's championship game. West Ada High School students walking out of class Thursday to show support for Lewis and Clark Middle School teacher Sarah Inama after the district asked her to take down a poster that said, "Everyone is welcome." I'm your Meridian neighborhood reporter Allie Triepke, and I spoke to Inama about why she put the signs back up and students who chanted support for teachers and free speech in front of the district office.
Support our teachers! Support our teachers! Support our teachers!
Dozens of West Ada students chanting for change.
I entered that classroom and I felt welcome. I think everybody deserves here to also feel welcome.
Several students, even ones like Annika, who was in Sarah Inama's class in middle school, shared heartfelt stories about how teachers have positively impacted their lives.
Who's welcome here?
Everyone is welcome here!
Vivian, a junior at Renaissance High School, sharing with the crowd how inclusive signs have made her feel welcome as an Asian American student.
When we're able to make our education more diverse, we make people feel more welcome. I'm very glad to be here in protest of this censorship, and I will always be fighting for the side of diversity, for the side of inclusivity.
All this after a 6th grade world civilization teacher at Lewis and Clark Middle School was told to take down these 2 signs. District leadership stated that this ensures that classrooms remain neutral, distraction-free spaces where students can focus on their academic success.
I had a student tell me, she pointed to my sign and said, you know, that might not be true other places, but in this classroom, that's a fact.
Sarah Inama tells me she took the posters down last week, but felt compelled to put them back up.
I had thought about it and had lost sleep over it and had decided that I don't agree with why they were asking me to take it down, and so I had put it back up.
The West Ada School District sent me their email correspondence with Mrs. Inama. They say this situation is not about limiting free speech or expression, but ensuring consistency. Students demonstrating at the district headquarters say they're using their voices because they know it's risky for teachers to speak up.
I know that they think that they're supporting me and helping stand up for me, but really what I think they're doing is standing up for each other.
Students directed chants at the district to, quote, "do your job, support our teachers," and even echoed the sentiment,
"Everyone is welcome here!"
The Wasmuth Center for Human Rights in Boise expressing their support on social media for the message that everyone is welcome in a classroom. They hope this viral event will promote change in the district's poster guidelines.
This one particular message of everyone is welcome is something I hope that they would reconsider. For kids to learn and to thrive and to be doing their best as students and people, that is a pretty key message.
As for Mrs. Inama, the district told her to find an alternative sign by the end of the school year. The Boise River and Greenbelt are a hub for those looking to walk around, fish, and recreate in, and it's also a local habitat for wildlife, but trash can get in the way of that. I'm your neighborhood reporter Allie Triepke talking to a local man who voluntarily cleans up trash out of the Boise River. It's something that no one wants to see.
It's surprising. It's very surprising.
Trash in and along the Boise River. And one local man...
There's about 6 bags here. All that plastic now is, out of the river.
...is stepping up to make our river a cleaner place for all.
I swim in the river all summer long, fish in the river, and once I saw that there was an opportunity to kind of, remove and retrieve a lot of this trash, that was it.
I joined Tim Hennessy, who says he's been cleaning up the river for the last few years because it's where he enjoys floating, fishing, and recreating. Whew. After dozens of trips of collecting trash, ensuring a safer environment for ducks, beavers, and fish who call the river home, he's earned the title Boise River Keeper.
I'm happy to do it. It gives me something to do, and I like being out in nature.
Tim tells me that Boise Parks and Rec does a good job of keeping the Greenbelt clean, but when the river's water level goes down in the winter, hard-to-reach areas between the path and the river are revealed, and that's where Tim comes in.
Like the trash we have right behind us, there'd be no way to get that in the summer because we would be standing in about 3 feet of water right now.
Hey, I have to ask, what's the craziest thing that you have picked up in your years?
Catalytic converter.
That's expensive.
Yeah. Dirty job. I spent a lot of time on this river in the summer and the fall and swimming in it and everything else, so it's a great opportunity for me to get out and pay it forward.
Well, all the emotions, defeats, and triumphs that you'd expect to see out of March basketball being felt here in downtown Boise. I'm your neighborhood reporter, Allie Triepke, here at the Idaho Central Arena where the championship games are being played, and I have more from the Montana Lady Grizz facing off against the Montana State Bobcats, a game that was determined at the buzzer.
Trying to get it to Morales. Dykstra is going to take it herself. Dykstra with the miss and the put Dykstra wins the ball game.
Victory at the buzzer. Mariah Dykstra punching the Bozeman Bobcats ticket to the NCAA March Madness tournament.
Being able to do it with this crowd behind us, it was so bittersweet. Immediate emotions, immediate tears, so really so proud of our team.
The Montana State women's squad entered the Starch Madness tournament as regular season conference champions, and they proved that top spot Wednesday during the Big Sky Championship. The Treasure State rivalry matchup pushed both teams to fight. Montana's Lady Grizz starting off strong, shutting down dominant Montana State players and leading on the scoreboard for the whole first quarter. But the Cats responded with a solid offensive performance, leading by 10 at the start of the second half. Then Montana's Danny Barch hit a crowd-pleasing three-pointer with 9 seconds left to give the Lady Grizz a 57-56 advantage. With heartbeats left, Dykstra drove to the top of the hoop, then hit the glass on her first attempt, immediately rebounding to put the ball through the bucket at the buzzer. Die-hard Montana State fan Brenda Karp speaks for all the Cats fans.
That was just the best. I couldn't believe it. I was like, if we're going to win on anything, that is the way to do it. And that is what our team has done all year.
Montana State guard Caitlin Martin tells me they'll now regroup for March Madness.
Definitely rest, celebrate this, take it in as much as we can, but get prepared when we get back to Bozeman for sure. And then obviously with the dance, like there's a lot of nerves, but just be ready to, whoever the opponent we play, we're just gonna be ready.